Right, this is an interesting video. I am going to drive a BMW M140i, but it's not a normal M140i, and it doesn't belong to a normal owner. In fact, he's right over there. Who are you, mate? What's your name?
Mate, they call me Ricky.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ricky,
nice to meet you, Ricky. How you doing?
How you doing? You right?
Yeah, that's your car, isn't it?
It is, mate, yeah.
But yeah, you know it is. It's Ricky from Live a Life Fast, and this is your BMW M140i.
Yeah. My M140i, I've had it for a little while now. A little bit dirty, sorry, mate. It was the last second, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, look at you. I mean, you've got this layer, you know, Tony Stark shit going on, and you can't even clean the car. You got that to clean the floor.
You can't put it on me like that. You can't, mate. I would have cleaned it for you, man. Honestly.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's my M140 Shadow Edition. Had it for probably, I don't know, man. Must be at least 6 months now, maybe. 6 months.
Yeah,
that long?
I think it's about that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Stage 2 tuned by Tom Wrigley Performance.
Nice.
Stage 2 plus, so it's running at roughly 430, 440 horsepower. You can see one of the standout features being the bonnet. So we've got a TRE bonnet done by Auto ID. It's like an M2 CS, M3 style mirrors, Zero body kit. It is a Shadow Edition. So it does come with like a few optional extras like Harman Kardon audio, Spotify, Bluetooth, heated seats. And we've also got these M3 CS alloys. Not everybody's a fan. I mean, I originally was a fan, but when the car's dirty, I think they look pretty bad. But when the car's clean, it looks pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it looks really, really nice. So what's the plan then? What are you gonna do? Big 1,000 horsepower build,
yeah,
track
mate,
build,
honestly,
what are you gonna do?
This is the first time me speaking about it now. So I just recently got rid of the Hellcat. I've not even revealed, the Evo's not there, the Evo's outside. I've not even revealed the Evo yet, but mate, I'm honestly thinking about turning this into a track build now. I'm thinking about doing suspension, big brakes, because that is what I like. I like tearing around corners, and I'm having this debate right now, basically. I was gonna go 1,000, and I may still do it. The honest truth is there isn't a permanent, there's not a guaranteed gearbox solution. So the ZF boxes, after a certain amount of torque, they tend to blow up. The good thing is they're only cheap to replace, but do I want to buy a car that's not going to be permanently, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, that just sounds like a pain in the arse. I mean, I'm with you on the sense of, you know, make it a really nice handling, well-sorted car, because out of the package, they're really good, aren't they? You know.
If I had a choice to go over a car now, I wouldn't have done an M140, but because I've got the car, I may as well just run with what I got. Well, you started it now, so you might as well carry on with it. And let's be honest, it's such a likeable car. Everybody knows these. B58, straight six, rear-wheel drive. You know, there are problems with it. You know, the open differential. I know you're going to mention that in a second. Yeah. You've had some bits done to it. In fact, let's talk about that. You've had the suspension. So I sent it to Birds. Yeah, so Birds in Ivar. And we basically had their Birds B1 package, dynamic package is called. So they put Bilstein B6 dampers on, and alongside their custom springs, and also a Quaife differential, which does kind of transform it on the street. We didn't want to go too hardcore, so it turned into a race car on the street. Well, this is the Birds philosophy, should I say.
Okay.
You could probably make it you could probably make it handle better, but this is a road car. Yeah. Okay. As of now, it's a road car, so it still needs to sort of soak up bumps, but we still want it to turn in better. We want it to put its power down better, and it does.
Okay, awesome. So I think the plan is, you're going to let me drive it,
mate. Do you think? Yeah, 100%, mate.
Yeah, I mean, last time I drove.
None of this, you know.
Oh, what?
AKA, you know, I can't even say sideways, can I?
You can. I mean, it's you know, it's still in the street, in the pens. They know it is side racing. You know? Yeah, obviously, you don't need any more followers. You're just loaded. You're loaded with mate. You're
joking, mate.
Mate, I keep saying this to him. He opens up his YouTube studio.
I forgot to promote LLF Games. No, sorry, I'll cut you there.
LLF Games. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
LLF Games.
Yeah,
and you'll see me. You see this idiot, you know, presenting. Yeah.
I'm here in it for LLF Games, bro. That's the promotion right now. So. M140, someone's been winning that one.
This is a cheap plug from you, man.
Yeah, I've got to plug it, bro.
This is cheap. I mean, it's as if I don't do enough for you on Instagram. You're getting it in right now.
Yeah.
Do you want to mention something? Yeah, 99p, yeah.
Yeah, 460 brake.
This Sunday, 10:30.
Yeah. RS3, 199. You know what I mean? 460 brake.
There you go. There you go.
A bit of RS3.
Bit of Astro over there. Nürburgring. Yeah. Luton's finest. Hopefully, these videos will go out roughly at the same time. So by the time you see this, you should be able to see Ricky's video on the RS3 and the 140, where we've done a nice little comparison, isn't it? A nice little comparison.
Yeah.
I think if you like content like that, just drop a like in the comments, hit the subscribe to mine, to Ricky's channel.
Anybody watching us from my platforms, just subscribe to Sid. This man should be at 1 million subscribers. Like, you know, it's an absolute joke, mate.
Yeah.
absolute
do you know we're active. So yeah.
Is there anything else? Yeah. So I also sent it to the Auto Works, who actually did my calipers. So we repainted them red. We've got this nice, smart black M badges on there. Obviously the car's a little bit dirty. We had the hubs here done black as well. Stock discs. We had black M badges done here. We had it debadged on the rear also.
Nice.
And yeah, we got the one LLF plate, bro. The plates.
Yeah, I know. It's worth more than a bloody car, mate.
It's about the same.
I think we've covered everything, so I think the next thing we need to do is go out for a drive and see what's what. Oh yeah, here we go. Off we go.
Let's go. As I said, we've got the Birds B1 dynamic package.
Okay.
So suspension-wise, Bilstein B6 dampers. They're not like a KW V3. That's like a more expensive, higher performance suspension.
Yeah, it's a little bit pricey on that one.
They just tried to dial out. I don't know, man. Like, you've driven many stock M140s, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
They need a little bit of tweaking, man.
They need tweaking.
They hit the bump stops and
you
know, I wouldn't say that this is the cure to the M140, but definitely rides better. Definitely handles ever so slightly better. Puts power down better. Mid corner, you got LSD now. So.
Well, this is what I'm about to find out. So
that's the thing, mate.
Yeah, let's knock it up to sport, and then let's just give it a little bit of squirt just to see what it's all about. Nice. I mean, initially, first impressions, it already feels that bit faster than the supposedly stage 2 M140 that's going on.
I mean, it's not that the white one felt slow. It's just, I think the fact that there was no burbles, it didn't sound like it had a downpipe.
Doesn't have that.
You got to be leak-headed. No, not.
Doesn't have that.
But I feel these cars, they feel faster when you drive them in auto.
Yeah.
I think when you load up the boost manually.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's
almost like you got to flatten it.
Yeah, you have to.
You know what I mean?
But first impressions immediately, the exhaust.
Yeah.
I mean,
more
listen.
exciting,
Yeah, it is. I mean,
so I mean,
traction is. You can just notice that straight away. I find that with every M140, the moment you get on the gas, it's always, because obviously it's an open dip. It sort of scrambles for traction with one wheel, then it does a little wobble and a squiggle, and then all of a sudden...
It can be a bit fun. Like if you don't mind the back coming out, it's almost a bit playful. Like whereas now, like obviously it's going to handle better, but now it's straight basically.
Yeah, I think because a lot of people over exaggerate. Oh, it's a real driver. Oh, it's going to swap in.
Yeah.
It's not a widowmaker, is it? It's very controllable. If you've got the systems on, you shouldn't really get into any trouble, technically. But then, if you're being an idiot, you're being an idiot, and you can stack it, you stack it. So, yeah, I mean, I like this M Performance steering. I like all these flashing lights.
Yeah, and you realise sitting in this cabin compared to the other one, it probably feels a bit more sporty, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's nice,
isn't it?
The dash, the
black
LCI
glass.
update.
I've had all this carbon around here done.
I like it.
It's proper light.
It's got a better finish as well. It's got that gloss finish rather than a matte. Alcantara wheel feels nice.
It's not too thick either, is it? The wheel?
No, it's thinner. I've noticed it's thinner. M140,
LLF Games.
Oh yeah, you need to plug that. Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on.
I'm joking.
Here we go.
I'm only here for LLF. I'm joking.
Yeah, he's here for LLF. That's it.
That's scary, bro.
I'm having to pay money. He's expensive.
Flatten it?
Go on. Oh yeah, immediately.
Different.
Yeah,
so I mean about that snap and crackle.
Different car.
So much more exciting.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, we are comparing it to the white one we just went out in, the one I bought for LLF.
We are, and somewhere up there you can check out that video. Somewhere up there. Of your video, of the one that we've driven. So yeah, I mean, initial impressions. Let's turn it.
Do you think, bro? It's your car, mate.
Traction is good. Yeah. Engine pull strong.
Stronger up further down the RPM,
yeah, it does. Yeah. Have you had a gearbox map as well?
Yeah, gearbox software.
Yeah,
so they upgraded the TU pump, so it's the fuel pump from the Toyota Supra.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, it's nice. It's not as razor sharp as the XHP in my opinion, but then it's not as jolty low down because
there's different stages I think to the gearbox software.
Oh, okay, right.
It's like 1, 2, 3. I don't know what the differences are, but I know that.
Oh, you can adjust them, yeah?
I'm not sure, as I say, what the differences are, but I know you've got stage 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. It feels good. It feels so nice. What's nice about this B58 is, and the map is, they've kept that power delivery of the stock car. Yeah,
see what it's like to do a little donut.
Yeah. didn't go full off, did I?
See, obviously, because it's in auto, when it should be done, didn't it?
Well, I grabbed the gear. I just wanted to keep it going.
A bit more controllable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very. Do you know what? That is night and day. That is night and day. Yeah. I mean, it's so. That is what I wanted to feel.
Because one thing to note is, I don't know like the fucking mechanical differences, but the Quaife limited slip diffs are apparently very different to the M Performance ones.
Okay.
So M Performance LSD, if we exit the corner, it proper lock up and go into a nice overslide. This will, like, you can force it into it, but it's not quite the same. This works a little different, apparently, the Quaife diff to the M Performance. But it's still better than the open diff, obviously. Well, but they all have their own characteristics, basically.
Well, what I like about it is you've not compromised the ride.
Well, that was the whole thing with the birds. Yeah. It still has to prioritise being a good day driver.
And I think that is... Yeah,
so we're not smashing the bump stops.
No, you're onto something here. You're onto something.
They don't drop the ride. See, that next gear is still going, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just... it's got power all over the shop.
Because it feels almost like it's fading off the gear before, but then the next gear comes slow again.
Yeah, and I say this all the time, damping is so important in a car, especially on our UK roads where it's so bumpy. You want that contact patch. You don't want a car that knocks your confidence, because if it knocks your confidence, you're not going to drive it as hard. And this does feel very sure-footed. It's not like, it doesn't feel like it's going to bite you. In many respects, this setup makes it more predictable. More enjoyable.
I'm not in denial. Like I've driven some of the M140s with just even lowering springs. It does feel more planted.
Yeah.
Like you feel it lowers the centre of gravity. It does feel more racing car like. But the compromise is it's stiff around town. You're smashing the bump stops. You're shortening the travel.
Exactly.
It's shortening the springs. It does feel more race car. It does maybe even inspire a bit more confidence. But the simple fact is, look at these roads.
Oh yeah, they're awful. They're absolutely terrible. And the thing is you know, stiff suspension, great when you're going for hot laps around Hockenheim, but you're not going to be doing that on the way to the shops or dropping the kids off school.
Exactly.
So, you know, you've always got to take that into consideration. And after all, these are road cars. So, you know, dampings is greatly improved. In fact, you know, I know you can extract loads of power. I've driven 140s with 500-600 horsepower. Not bothered about that. What I'm more bothered is, it's just so...
That's what I mean by it don't lock. Like it's almost a bit individual, like the way the Quaife works.
Yeah, it does.
Like an M Performance would 100% lock like an M3 there.
It would, 100%. You're
It's almost like the
right.
wheels are working individually. I don't know. I don't know what mechanic is going on with the diff, but
it feels like to me, obviously, you know, depending on how they've set up the diff, they've not locked it up too much. They've still given it a little bit of give, because obviously if you tighten it a bit too much, you build understeer in a car. So, come on, let's go.
Go back that way. Go back that way.
It's third gear. Oh, back in the game.
I'm back in the game.
Oh, that is. Yeah, do you know what?
Fucking wakes you up.
Yeah, it does. I love it. That's why I get out of bed. That's why I get out of bed in the mornings. I get out for that. Everything else I'm not phased with, you know. I think in terms of the modification that's been done to it, yeah, okay, they're not major modifications, but you know, they do add up to make a big difference.
Yeah.
You know, everybody thinks LSD means, you know, it's for drifting. It isn't. It's for corner exiting.
Yeah.
You know, there's plenty of traction coming out of corners. It's more predictable.
Yeah.
You know, the steering's nice in this as well. You know, I think in terms of how you set it up as a compromise, it's nice. Still, there's a bit of flex in the chassis, which I think is a 1 Series issue trademark.
There's loads of work that needs to be done in this car.
Like,
I mean, like as we said in the other video, it's an M140. Some people get confused. They see M, they think it's an M. It's not an M car. Like even the engine's not an M engine. Like it's not an M car, bro.
No, it's not.
It's got M Performance brakes. No. Cool. I think we've got adaptive suspension in this. I think. Yeah. But it's nothing M specific to the M140. Apart from a big engine, it's a hot rod, mate, and it's rear wheel drive. For drivers like us, we like rear wheel. It's a fun
Absolutely.
And in my opinion, if you compare it to like Golf Rs and S3s, RS3s, it's not in the same league. Straight line, it can stay with them, but if you put sideways sit in all of those cars and raced yourself, you wouldn't know which way you've gone in an S3 or Golf R. But I'm saying, if you like, forget, like, if I said to yourself, like, if I said to you, oh, if your mate was in an RS3 and using an M1, you'd probably keep up with him. If you put yourself in each car, the M140 couldn't live with them cars, man.
No, and there is a certain point. I mean, now, you know, M140 with bits done, 6 temps car factory, 7 temps car modded. Now I'd say this is an 8.5. To get it to 10 temps, like you said, bushes, bracing, all that sort of stuff, it needs to be done. But yeah, overall, you're off to a good start, mate. But look, let's wrap this up. Go check out Ricky. You know, you're going to be doing more vlogs, more.
No, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, like if anybody that's you know, follows Sid or you're interested in what I do, subscribe to my Man Like Ricky YouTube channel.
LLF games as well. Go on.
Still do loads of car content.
Loads of car
doing
content.
the car features, doing my own builds. You've obviously, we need to get out my GTR. That'll be back. I know I've been saying it for a long time, but we'll get straight out of the GTR.
Yeah, that.
Some of you that ain't seen it, 1900 horsepower. Just bought an Evo 6 RS for anyone that likes the Jap cars. You might want to check me out for that. As I say, reaction videos.
Yeah. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. YouTube Shorts, TikTok's down below, Instagram's down below, Ricky's one's down below. It's all there, all there. 140 owners. Take note. Check out the content on Ricky's one on this car with the birds and everything he's done with it. That's it. Until next time, folks. See you later.